Wow, this telescope is great. I can see the moon and stars clearly. I wish I can meet this genius person who invented the telescope. Where am I?
What are you doing here, kids?
I don't know. I just want to see the person who invented the telescope.
Haha, please follow me. This is where I invented telescope, yeah?
Wow, so it's you who was the first person who invented the telescope?
Yes, that actually me.
So, you are Hans Lipperhey?
Yes, I am Hans Lipperhey that was born in 1570 and died on 29 September 1619. I am a German-Dutch spectacle manufacturer and also known as Johann Lippershey. I am often regarded as the inventor of the telescope since I am the first to attempt to acquire a patent for it.
Wow, oh wow. That's great. How did you come up with the idea to invent the telescope?
Spark of my idea when observing two children in his shop holding up two lenses that made a distant weather vane appear close.
Discovered that if they held two lenses in a line and looked through them, they could see a wind vane that was on top of a church steeple far away, and it looked as though it was right outside their window.
Let me show you how.
Hey, Leo.
Hey, Jenny. Let's go to class together.
Hi you all. So today, I want to teach you guys about the first telescope which invented by Hans Lippershey, like this picture.
Yeah, what is it, teacher?
In 1608, Lippershey made a device that could magnify objects 3 times. The telescope has a concave eyepiece aligned with a convex objective lens. Due to the existence of the telescope from Hans Lippershey's idea, there is an astronomer who is famous all over the world that uses his idea. Wick is in this picture. Student, who is this astronomer?
I know. Galileo Galilei.
Wow.
Teacher.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Galileo Galilei got the idea to improve the function of the telescope. Galileo Galilei improved the first telescope in terms of design and instrument that can magnify 8 times to eventually 30 times. Until now, the improvements happen continuously until modern telescopes were created. Over time, astronomers began to build telescopes that had more power and clearer images. For instance, James Webb Space Telescope, which is invented on 25 December 2021, it will primarily act as an infrared telescope. It is a space telescope designed to conduct infrared astronomy and to observe the most distant and faint objects in the universe. The mirror in the Webb consists of 18 different segments that fold and adjust. To protect it from the sun, the telescope has a shield with 5 layers, each the size of a tennis court. So next, the second telescope is the Hubble Space Telescope. It helps scientists understand the universe and how planets, stars, and galaxies form, which is it's a large telescope in space. This was launched by NASA in 1990. Other telescopes used until now like reflectors. Next is refractor. And lastly is Schmidt-Cassegrains. So, next, the diversity of these types of telescopes shows the diversity of functions with their specific capabilities. With the help of a telescope, you will see a variety of objects in space, including the moon and stars. Who wants me to explain the position of the sun?
Want to, teacher? Me too.
The existence of the telescope helped Galileo to prove that the sun was the center of the solar system and not the Earth. Like the animation for this heliocentric model, it is very clear that the position of the sun is in the middle between the orbits surrounded by the planets that revolve around it. Galileo also observed the sunspot by using the telescope. He saw spots on the sun's surface that appeared, changed shape, and disappeared over time. Last but not least, nebula pattern and planetary movement can be identified and proven. Students, in fact, they have allowed us to see the surface of the moon and the weather patterns of other planets. The telescope has also allowed us to look at nebulae, or clouds of dust and gas in space. In fact, Galileo first saw Jupiter's moons and their movements through his telescope, registering these moons as satellites. Scientists are currently using telescopes to study planets with similar sizes and compositions to our own. We may be able to pinpoint planets in habitable zones, which are planets with conditions that could sustain life. However, Hans died on September 29 of 1619. So, we have to appreciate them, because astronomers help us study astronomy on how to prolong the survival of our species and help us to answer a lot of questions regarding the world and space.
Teacher, I hope that one day we also can contribute to the world in our next generation.
I believe that you can, Dio. Knowledge is the light and all who contribute will bring the light to the world.